Welcome back to Keith's FIFA 18 story. My name is Ricky, and today Lincoln City are taking on the Burton Albion in the second round of the FA Cup. We are starting our FA Cup campaign, or continuing it, maybe. Pretty sure we're just starting it, though, today. At home, with the red and white in the crowd. Looks glorious. Let me recap what happened last time in the FA Cup. Our last FA Cup match did not go well. Keith was on a red card in League 2, and I thought that meant that he could, but apparently the game has decided. I thought it meant he could still play. Get in the back of the net. No, okay. I thought it meant he could still play in the FA Cup, but nope. Also, what are you doing over there, Keith? There you go. Back in the net. No. Back in the net. No. That was a foul. That was a clear foul. Come on. Anyway, so today mostly I'm going to focus on the game, but I want to catch you up a little bit on what's been going on since the last episode. So Lincoln City are now 5th. That puts them firmly in the playoffs. They were 4th, but they lost their most recent game to Rochdale. And I think Rochdale. I don't know. I'm trying to say it with a Scottish accent. I don't think it's Scottish. Anyway, we could not find the back of the net to save our lives. And Rochdale did right at the end of the game. Like in the 85th minute or something. Yeah. Keith was pissed after that game too, because he was mad at himself, but he was also mad at every other person on the team, because literally everybody on the team screwed up at some point. And somehow the second best rated player on the team on Lincoln City for that game was one of the defensive guys. And I gotta be honest with you, you let goal in, I don't think you should. Like, I watched that goal get scored, and it was just sloppy defense and sloppy goalkeeping. And, I don't know. There are some people who believe that EA tweaked the way the computer controls stuff. Back in the net. See, now what you were supposed to do. Yes! Also, so they've taken to calling this gentleman, Horigome, however you say his name. I apologize, I don't speak Japanese. Hori on the team. They're calling him Hori. That's his nickname on the team. So that's what we're calling him now, is Hori. Or H. Some people like to call him H. I don't know why. Keith doesn't call him H. Keith calls him Hori, because that's what he... everyone gets a nickname. Sort of. Keith's nickname is Keith. It's not a nickname. It's just his name. Morgan. He's not. But anyway. So after that last match, Keith was very, very angry at basically everybody on the team. It was not his proudest moment, but he laid into several members of the team, because right at the end of the game, instead of passing it to Keith, who was wide open and could have put it in the back of the net for just a straight up goal, he passed it to a guy who was offsides. So he was super ticked at this. It was one of the new, I think it was one of the new forwards. It's hard to follow how many people they picked up during the transfer period. But it was not Hori, and it was not the other new starting forward, whose name is escaping me right now. Anyway, also I started talking about how some people think that EA has tweaked the difficulty AI, and I don't think that they did with this World Cup update. I don't think they did, But I understand why people think it. Their argument is the same argument I hear people make. I hear people make about how, well, the reason your phone feels slow right after they release a new phone is because all the new, you see all this new stuff, and that's why it feels slow, because you start to realize, how slow your phone is. Now, of course, people say this Apple's intentionally slowing down my phone thing because they really feel like Apple's doing it. Apple's not doing it. That being said, I don't think EA made any changes to the difficulty, but I also don't think, well, somebody go grab the ball. Thank you. I also don't think that people are thinking the difficulty has been scaled up and or down because of FIFA 19's release, because that was kind of their thing. Well, we saw FIFA 19, and so no, that's not what they think. They think it because it feels different. Now, I don't know if they actually did make changes, but I will say this: it feels different than it did last season. Now, again, that could be. Oh, that was so close. It could be that League 1 opposition is actually tougher than League 2 opposition, even on semi-pro skill level instead of professional skill level. It could be that, I don't know, that I've forgotten what semi-pro skill level felt like because I played professional skill level for those couple of weeks we played professional skill level. I don't know. I don't know why. It does feel different to me. I just don't know why. Like, how many goals were scored on Lincoln City last season in league play? The one game or the two games like Keith didn't play, when the computer randomly generates a score, that's back up and pass and back of the net. No. But I think it went out on them, so we should be getting, yes, a corner. Got my finger on the Y button. Nope. Okay. The other thing I want to talk about, very briefly, is as I record this, Belgium is still currently in the World Cup. So in our world, in our world, in the non-FIFA 18 world, because in the FIFA 18 world, Belgium won on penalties against Germany in the final, and so I'm rooting for Belgium in our world to win, just so that way my FIFA 18 game can be at least a little accurate. I mean, it didn't get the Germany thing right, but it should have, in that it should have known that every last World Cup champion has been knocked out in the group stage. No, not every last. Before the last 5 have been. So, oh crap, come on, no. Ooh. Oh, whew, that went wide. Oh, but that was close. Oof, that was close. Oh. And Hori's going off, and here we go. However, I say that because their next game is Monday, and I'm recording this before Monday. So they might be eliminated by the time you're watching this. Unless, of course, you're watching this long after the World Cup, and then you know what happened. Regardless. But I don't, as I record this, know what's going to happen. What I do know is that Keith is going to put it in the back of the... No. Not going to put it in the back of the net. Yes, it did stop for a substitution. Also, Keith has like no energy left at all. I do keep holding down the ZR button. Probably more than I should. But I mean, a 1-0 victory at home in the FA Cup is exactly what the doctor ordered for Lincoln City because, I mean, we've been on a run, and then we had a draw, which was the first draw I've played in semi-pro skill level, or at least certainly this season. I don't remember playing any draw. I bet we did play a draw. But yeah, 1-0 victory feels real good right about now. This has been Keith's FIFA 18 story. Thank you for watching. Come back soon for more FIFA 18.